Two things. Are you trying to teach me a lesson? And is it working? And what have you learned? And Vinny, guess what? I was in Magic Woods yesterday, and guess what I found hanging in a tree? A dead water deer. And guess what else? It wasn't my menacing dog that had killed it. No, it wasn't. So tell Mark he can suck my fucking bony old dick. It's not only my dog that's a fucking menace, is it? No, it's not. And all she does is menace my fucking cabbages and kale seedlings, as a rule, and no one gives two shits about that. Who hang a fucking water deer in the tree? That's like some sort of... What is that? What is that? What is that, Vinny? We wouldn't... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like the old days when they hung crows off fences. But one good thing is there's a load of cows on the meadow now, so people probably will have to keep their dogs under control around Magic Woods and not just rampaging around killing wildlife. This one, hanging off a tree, had no body. It was basically, it had been chewed up, probably by a whole pack of dogs, not just one who made a clean kill like Dolly on a baby one the day before a snowstorm and saved it from freezing to death, and was a sacrificial ceremonial thing that happened on the Buddhist New Year, the end of the dispelling of evil spirits. Who'd hang one off a tree? Probably me got blamed for it as well. That's probably why people followed me around the woods all the time, because there's people hanging corpses off trees. What else was I going to say? All my plants that I toured yesterday seem to be living. And there's a mystery one, I don't know what it is. I hate Mark. He said my dog was a menace. Anyway, there's this one. I don't know what it is, but it's not died. It's come back to life. What leaf is that, people? I thought it was another rowan. That one is a rowan or an elderflower. I believe it to be true, but it seems to have survived the journey home. This one maybe not so much, although it might force itself to try if we just keep telling it to. I'm going to stand it somewhere growy later on. These look alright at the moment. Those old, what are they called? Clematis. That's the old honeysuckle. What's in there? That's a little bit of, I don't know what it was, a little tiny bit I tore off a tree that looks a bit like a wisteria with wispy leaves. And the hawthorn vine. That's made it perfectly. One in there and 3 tiny ones in there. So they've made it through the night anyway. So that's one good thing. What's in that jar? Speedwell. I'm just going to plant it round the bottom of one of the trees in a box. Oh, it's not a plant pot. I'll put that side later. What the hell's that little tree? What is it? Tree people. Where did I find them? Somewhere special. Did you see the heart on the tree that I was screaming about? There's actually a heart in the tree with a big old dagger through it. I wasn't just screaming insanity. The tree has been stabbed in the heart. Get up there and look properly with your own bloody eyes, and that wasn't there before. That's my scrying pan, I told you. I had to write the poem on from the olden days that had been channeled through the clairvoyant channels. That's probably why the tree's furious, because it's been taken down. Oh, now I've recorded this in the wrong bloody thing. No, I haven't. What the hell's going on? I don't know. Where's Summer gone, Mark? You done that to spite me as well, because you thought I killed that old deer. Oh, God. I can sit down here and drink some coffee. Tell you what I'm going to do when I find a nail is I'm going to put this Chelsea Massive on top here up there. And then I'm going to hang them old nasturtiums in it for one. Trailing down the gate. That'd be nice, won't it? Maybe some busy Lizzies, just to get rid of them. For fun. I decided I will do that. The old wren's nest is stuffed in there now. Stuffed full of moss. And I left the other moss outside charging in the moon last night. I'll show you. The plants stayed indoors, but the moss came out. In there at the moment. All nice and wet. I don't know what to do with it yet. That's a different moss that I seem to have grown myself. There's my radishes. They're coming along. Those little peppery snacks. Moss is magic because it's got a growing signal it sends out to the other plants. This is not died yet. And it's great for plugging up holes in teapots to hang on walls. So I'll show you that old teapot that I'm going to stick on my front door, I think. You'll like it. I got it before, but I didn't really know what else to do with it, so I might hang it on the door. I haven't decided yet. That one. I hang it behind a hook like that. Stuff the handle with, stuff some moss down the spout. Stick some flowers in it. Get some lobelia coming out. You've seen all that up in there. You've seen that in proper flower shows anyway. Not in my, just in my old, not in my old tin pot attempt. And I was thinking I might hang this cup underneath it. And there's another one jumped off the shelf, smashed a handle to make into a vase. That one might hang underneath it. The Queen's one. Queen Elizabeth Golden Jubilee. My tea, I like to drink my golden teacup out of that. I might hang it on the door for tea party. The Golden Jubilee one. An old cow teapot tipping out into the Queen's cup. It could be a political statement. It could just be a bit of fun. And now I'm going to sit and drink my coffee. Let's see who I can wind up next. What have you learnt though? Is it working? That's what you need to ask yourself. Shall we carry on doing the thing that's not working or force forward with it? I suppose it depends on what you're trying to achieve. That's the question, really. I found these... Oh, I can't be bothered to tell you that. I'll tell you anyway. These bulbs in my daughter's bouquet that came. They had bulbs on the bottom. It was obviously quite a good bouquet. And I found them when I tipped it all out yesterday and planted them. I forgot to cover those up last night. I thought they were going to be emaciated by snails. They're not. I'll tell you a good reason why it's not sunny. I forgot to water my carrots. I don't have to keep my thumb on there either because it's not WhatsApp. I can take it off now. I'm cramping. Let's just water these in. Give them a little old drink. I know, I need a rose on it, but never mind. I haven't got one. Let me do that side as well, give them a proper soaking. My dog's a menace. Fucking hell. I'm calling Nasha, and you can call me Dennis. Dennis the menace. In fact, I'm going to call Dolly Dennis. You're just in a mood because I said your dog was covered in string. And that was supposed to be funny. You know what I'm like for string. Did it get all tangled around your toes and you woke up in a stinking mood? Took it out on me as usual. I know why you think she's a menace, because she's a scrying dog and she tells me people's secrets. That's why. What to water anything else? Did you see my irises are suddenly sharp yesterday? No, probably not. Not that you'd care or anything like that. I'm going to water those at the back as well. I plant some seeds over the back. It's going to be a delight. Did you see my menacing dog? Yesterday, when we were walking across the park and that little dog ran up to it. And what did she do, Caesar? I've forgotten the word. She didn't block it. What's the word? What's the correct terminology? She did sort of block it. But not aggressively. She was fairly firm and they ended up playing. But she wasn't in the wrong. The other dog ran towards her, like Dolly never does, running towards other dogs, menacingly. But because Dolly's the older one, she was the matriarchal force in that. There's a magpie. It's not for breakfast. One for luck. The matriarchal what was she? The matriarchal... Oh, I can't remember any of the words. You know why? I've had a head injury. I was knocked over by a policeman in a mental hospital. I was forced to the ground. And then another time I was knocked over by my ex-partner in a pub. Smashed my head on the floor again. And there was a time before he threw a phone at me and caused a blunt head trauma. But there we go. So Dolly was the matriarchal... What was she? Component, I'm going to say. in that relationship. So she put her foot down. Like I often say to people who apologise for their dogs barking, their terriers often, I say, well, they have to use their outside voices because she's just been like the teacher in a class and saying, sit the fuck down on your chair, you little shit. That's all she's saying. So there we are. Now you know all about dogs. Now why don't you go away and sort your stringy one out yourself? My dog's got string for legs. That's all. That's why I call it spaghetti legs. I'm going to drink my coffee now and see if I can think of anything else amusing to do and say.